us some Dark Cloud, because why not? But for the time being, enjoy the fun music, because I got to set up my chats. Oh, it's going to do this again. Bear with me a moment, folks. We're just opening up our chat windows. Or not. Apparently, they won't allow it, so we'll just do this. The old-fashioned way, and we'll just open up the other chat window here. Okay, good enough. Alright, let's play some Dark Cloud. First thing we want to do is talk to the mayor. He'll give us the key to the dungeon. Our overarching goal here is to get the Platinum Trophy. All we need to do is catch that rare fish and get 65,353 Gilda, which should be fairly simple. Then we're just going to play the game. Who doesn't love Dark Cloud? I'll tell you people who are wrong. Give me just 1 second, because I get the strangest feeling. Nope, never mind. Everything's working. We're good. Alright, let's play. I actually wanted to have the full doc available, but I can't. So I can't see when people send gifts and stuff, which kind of stinks, because I really like to make sure I thank people when they do that, but apparently nothing wants to cooperate today. Alright. Go in here, you get this item. Now, we're not going to need any bait for this fish trophy, because all we need is a poison apple to get it. But we got to wait till we get to the second dungeon to do that. This is one of my favorite games. How's it going, IMX? Yeah, this is probably one of the greatest games of all time, honestly. I'm doing pretty good. We're playing Dark Cloud. Can't complain when you're playing Dark Cloud. Actually, you can. My back itches, and, yes. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to Platinum Trophy it. I've been playing a lot of different stuff lately. And for a while, I played this on PCSX2 so I could use the enhanced mod, but I realized I never got the Platinum Trophy on PS5, so we're going to do that. So the first thing we need, it's going to take a minute. We need a lot of money, a lot of Gilda, and we need to catch an extremely rare fish, so we can't do that until we get a poison apple, which will happen in the second chapter. But in the meantime, it's still a fun game. It's a very good game. Again, one of the best games ever made, and I will expire on that hill. The only problem is, if I'm playing on PS5, I can't use the enhanced mod. So changing elements is an issue. 1 sec, folks. We're getting some riffraff in the YT chat. Riffraff gone, we're good. How's it going, Yo-Yo? Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of anime. I haven't since about 2006, so it makes sense that I didn't get the reference. Oh, wow. First thing we found was tram oil. That's a good sign. Hey. That sounds like a song from the 70s. Hey. Hello, Yo-Yo. I really can't wait till we get the shop, because I really would like to have Dran's Feather. Fantastic stuff. This is actually, like, this is the first game I ever owned on the PS2. It came with the PS2, and I also got, I think it was Metal Gear Solid. No, it couldn't have been, because it wasn't out right away. Twisted Metal Black, and I already knew Twisted Metal, and I was excited to play that. And I had this other game, I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot, and I ended up playing this game for hours. Which is understandable, considering this game sucks you right in. No self-promotion in the chat. No self-promotion, no promoting people's channels unless I approve it. I can't believe people actually do that. It's like, this is my show, so, you know, what are you doing? Yeah, no, there was a common belief that this was the quote-unquote Zelda killer. Toilet seat, hello. I've said hello to the toilet seat before, but I have since stopped imbibing. Oh, for God's sake. Well, actually, what I said was, hello! Short version, don't overindulge. Alright, we're gonna have to... I'm trying to be as conservative as possible with my repair items. Yeah, the PS2, God, had so many good games. There's a reason that it's the most successful gaming system of all time. It had a library the size of Texas. Classic joke, Sylvie. I noticed you've been commenting a lot. And I appreciate it. I appreciate anyone who stops in. Stop in for a second, say hi, I appreciate it. Stop in and watch, I appreciate it even more. This is Dark Cloud. The reason it's moving so... Wait, no, I forgot. We can do this. We can force the character to move faster by turning the camera because of classic video game stuff. Part 2... Dark Cloud 2 was a better... I like Dark Cloud 1 just as much, but Part 2 was objectively a better game, yes. Oh, that could have been bad. I didn't mean to hit both of them. Thankfully, the weapon didn't... It doesn't matter. It's the starter weapon. We're gonna set it aside as soon as we're done with it. Now, if it's a while before we get another weapon, we might build it up to level 5 in status break. Well, Dark Cloud 2 was better than Dark Cloud 1 in a lot of ways. The first big thing that was better is the combat system is infinitely better. The weapon system is the same thing, except your weapon doesn't disappear. My ceiling is low because it's vaulted. Obviously, it's a live stream because I've answered several people. But anyway, my ceiling is vaulted over here, and that's where the studio is. So, I'm 6'3". I'm taller than average, but I'm not 7'4". Wish I was. I get a lot more attention on here just from people commenting. Why are you so tall? How many runs is this since I first started playing or since I first started streaming it? Because I don't even want to answer how many runs I've done since I started playing this in 2001. That's probably in the triple digits. Since I started streaming, I don't know, actually, honestly, I haven't been counting, but I stream this every so often, and I've been streaming for about 2 years now, so it's probably a bigger number than it should be. Alright. So yeah, we're in good shape to finish out the dungeon. Finish out the floor, I should say. Come on. Come on. No. Come on. And we could actually, I think we have... I've beaten Dark Cloud 1 many, many times. I've been playing it since 2001. There's never a bad reason to play Dark Cloud again. Like, I got this game on the PS1, and I played it about every year since, I also stream on the TikTok, but, we're trying to get people, because I have actually a fairly big following on TikTok, and we're trying to move people over here. The voice acting in Dark Cloud 2 was hit or miss, in my opinion. Great cast, the writing not so much. But no, yeah, I stream on YT. I say YT because I'm also streaming on TikTok, and they don't like when you say the names of other platforms. And I stream on TikTok, and I'm trying to get off of TikTok. I'm trying to move over to all YT and maybe the Purple app. Again, this is why I hate streaming on TikTok. You can't say anything. Use mild language and your whole account goes down. Yeah, Max, again, great voice actor, not the best writing. Like, a lot of people like to blame the voice acting in a game when, like, when the writing is bad. Sometimes, yes, you do have bad voice acting, but for the most part, it's not, when I say a big following, I don't mean like I'm one of those people who's making millions of dollars off of it. So, 15,000 followers there, which only 20% of people make it past 10,000, so I'm happy about that. But I was trying to grow it, and at this point, I'm just trying to move everybody over to YT because they are really getting on my nerves over there. Like, they just implemented what they call scaled rewards. So, you know, here we have like super chats and stuff. I don't have that yet. I'm trying to get it, but on TikTok they have gifts, and the gifts kind of act like tips. And the people who are giving these gifts, they think they're giving these people that full amount, that full tip. But they were only getting 50%. Shrek is a great film. They were only getting 50% of that, and they actually put that down now for smaller creators, so they give more to the larger creators who friggin' have enough money. So, like, I'm encouraging people on TikTok to use Cash App instead of give me gifts, because that's just bad. Oh yeah, that's what we do here, throwbacks. By the way, if you like that, if you like PS2, PS1 era, what do you call it? Dreamcast, all that stuff. And we're adding in the Xbox 360 era now, too. Make sure you're also subbed on YT, because we're going to have a lot more content there in the near future. Yeah, I started doing TikToks during the pandemic because I was bored, and, like, I wasn't really into content creation. I was just like, how can I put this? I was saying weird and dumb things on TikTok out of boredom, and people actually liked the things I said, so I'm like, okay, so I'll stick with this, and I did. And then one day I got live access, and I wanted to play Dark Cloud, and I'm like, yeah, what the hell, let me stream it on TikTok, and I did, and we got like hundreds of viewers on it. It's been lower lately, but the algorithm knows what it's doing sometimes. Yeah, I started growing, and I thought, you know what? And here's the rest of the story. I hated the work I was doing, so I decided I was putting aside money for a few years, actually, to try and take a break from work and start a band or something like that. And I thought, you know, I already have a following, let me try this. And I did. And that's where we are now. In October and November, I was doing well enough over on TikTok to support myself, to pay my rent and stuff. And then that whole banana thing happened, and it got, like, everything just went away. So now I'm working part-time to try and recover and move over to YT and possibly the Purple app. I do have Rogue Galaxy. I have all the PS2 level 5. Salem! Jesus, boy! That's my cat. If he calms down for a second when he comes over here, you'll get to see him. He's got the zoomies bad. Oh, bad timing. In fact, why not? Salem! Come here, buddy. Salem boy. Come here. Hey, buddy. No, come here. People want to see you. Come here. Why are you so... Come here. Come here. Why are you so excited, buddy? What did you see? Well, here he is, guys. Haunted Mansion I have not played yet. Yep, Dark Cloud's a fantastic game. And Fable, I could play Fable in the future. I have it. So here's Salem. This is the guy that's currently running around making noise. I don't know what's got him so excited. Oh yeah. And again, I was doing great. I was doing great with when I should leave this dungeon and get more supplies. I was doing great for a few months. Like I was completely self-sufficient. I was buying nice things, and then it just all went down the tubes. All because of this stupid banana. And we're not even allowed to say BAN over there either. That's why I'm saying banana. Bangladesh, how are things over there? Yeah, he's a good boy. He's crazy right now. He's typically not this hyper. I don't know what's got him going. Seemed like he saw something downstairs, because I heard him jump up like 10 stairs at once just now. I should check on what that is. I don't know who that is, but I prefer people don't come in and tell me I look like people, because that has historically not been, what's the word? Not been productive. I'm going to tell you guys now, it's an absolutely legendary game. If you come in and say I look like a certain streamer, I'm not going to know who it is. I can almost guarantee. I know who Queso is, and I'm not a fan. I'm not trash talking. He's good at what he does. I just not personally for me. But I'm not going to know who any of these streamers are, because I only started watching streams when I started streaming for research purposes. And I still really don't watch a lot of streams. I do my work. We're just playing some Dark Cloud. You look like, yeah, like, let me tell you guys a story. Everyone was saying King Cobra, and I know immediately you're going to see the receding hairline and the glasses thing. King Cobra! Let me take the glasses off and cover the receding hairline. I look nothing like him. My glasses and my hair are 20% of my face. The rest of it is night and day. Maybe not night and day, but like night and late afternoon. So let's get our supplies. But yes, I am very much going bald, and I am comfortable with it. Right now, Kenny, there's been a lot of people... Oh, well, thank you. I like my beard, too. But yeah, there's been a lot of people who are coming in telling me it's time to shave your head. That's the only reason I haven't done it. I was actually going to do it in like a week before somebody came in and told me, and when you tell me to do something, I'm going to do the opposite. It's just who I am. It's not about, like, edginess or anything like that. I just don't like being given orders. Hence why I'm trying to make a living doing this. I want to be my own boss. And even then, if I give myself an order, I probably won't listen. And again, the YouTube chat keeps... I said it live on TikTok. I'm going to lose viewers now. The YT chat always sets itself to top chat. We are not elitist here. Everybody's message counts unless it's annoying. Yep, fantastic. I love Dark Cloud. Oh, yeah. No, we play it here pretty often, actually. By the way, if anybody has followed or sent any kind of gifts or anything, I'm going to do a blanket thank you. I'm using a different chat app because we're going through OBS now. I typically like to thank everybody, and I'm sorry if I didn't see it. Yeah, no, I thoroughly believe I would look good bald. I just, the only reason I haven't done it is YouTube short live count. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, it does, actually. If you're live, it counts towards your watch hours no matter what. Not yet, Thrav, but we will be. As soon as we're off of, TT. I could say TikTok. as soon as we're off of TikTok, which is when I get a decent number of my followers to subscribe here, because I really, really want to get off TikTok, but I can only stream to 2 places at once. No, it's an order. The way you're saying it, it's not an order. No, that's fine. I mean, people come in, shave it, shave your head, time to shave your head. That is an order. That is somebody telling me to do something, and I don't like it. Has nothing to do with edginess. Has to do with the fact that I'm not gonna... on YT, I don't know. I haven't checked lately. By the way, when it comes to, wow, I can't talk today. When it comes to chat on YT, by the way, can we do a poll? I don't know how. It is an absolute classic. But what was I saying? Yeah, when it comes to chat on YT, fair warning, whenever I use OBS, it comes through slow, so if I don't answer you right away, give me a second. I'm not ignoring you. My chat's just slow. And I don't know how to fix it. Oh, yeah. No, believe me, when they say watch hours... Like, any situation, any platform, when they say watch hours, they mean watch hours where people stuck around for more than this many minutes and made this many comments and were wearing red shirts. They mean stuff like that. There's a lot of fine print that you're not going to look at because they don't make it apparent. That's any platform. I'm playing this on PS5, Dalton. Typically, I'd use the PCSX version so I could use the enhancement mod, but I want to get the rest of the trophies before I go back to that. This is Dark Cloud. This is Dark Cloud on the PlayStation DOS. Much appreciated, RTM. Everybody knows you get better analytics if somebody in your crowd is wearing a black shirt. I'm wearing a purple shirt, and that's just because I like purple. England, how's it going? Kinda wish I lived there right now. We don't get into politics here. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. We're playing Dark Cloud. We'll see you next time, Cat. Any day I'm playing Dark Cloud is a good day. Any day I'm playing Dark Cloud is a good day. Much appreciated, Taran. We're always here. We stream 4 days a week. Feel free to stop by anytime. Lately, it's been around 3. It used to be around 1 p.m. Eastern time, but we moved it to 3 for reasons. The second one, I will say this. Dark Cloud 2, as much as the first one is the... Oh, you son of a... As much as the first one is the nostalgic one for me, the second one is a better game. We're all listening. Well, that's what we go for. We go for a good vibe and a nice, chill atmosphere, as they say. We're just here to have fun. Yes, the quality of... Like, a lot of people hate quality of life lately, I'm realizing. Like, as I'm playing Monster Hunter, people are like, it's too easy. It's not. It has quality of life improvements, and you can do what it was you wanted to do in the first game. We don't do religion or politics here. We'll see you later. That's any religion, by the way, guys, not just Islam. Oh, the kitchen knife. That thing's basically useless, but it's better than what I've got. Yeah, there were good characters. This is Dark Cloud. There were good characters in Dark Cloud, too. That people complain about the voice acting sometimes. It's not the voice acting. The voice acting is fine. The writing was bad. Well, I play a lot of different games. We don't even really play a lot of Zelda. I've tried to play Twilight Princess, but it didn't get any viewership, so I kind of stopped playing it. But I was saying a moment ago, guys, somebody comes in and says, accept Islam. We don't do religion here. I don't care what your religion is. Buddhist, Christian, Islam, Satanist, I don't care what you are. Don't talk about it here. And I won't talk about my spiritual beliefs. And your religious beliefs include your favorite politician. Because we don't do that either. I'll let that go, Zoidel, because I know it was a joke. Flying Spaghetti Monster is more of a running joke than an actual religion, so you can talk about him. Or her. What is the flying spaghetti monster anyway? Like, what is it in terms of gender? And I don't mean that in, like, a gender politics kind of way. I mean, what is it? I'll take Tone. Well, because Tone would be quiet and just let things happen. Gender? Yeah, that makes sense. Spaghetti doesn't have a gender. Guys, we should all be more like Spaghetti. Non-judgmental and just unapologetically ourselves. It does have meatballs. Does it have sausage, though? Because, oh, I'm holding the R1 button to try and run because I've been playing Monster Hunter for the last week and a half. We'll play more Monster on here, too. Listen, if it's described as spaghetti, that's going to be embarrassing. Show me your spaghetti. Oh my god. You son of a... Alright, so we got to hurry up and get out of here. Grab these two Atla, grab those boxes, and try to get to the exit before we pass on. You know, the funny thing is, I just had spaghetti the other day. I love spaghetti. Who doesn't love spaghetti, though? Is there anybody out there who just doesn't like spaghetti? No, I'm sure there is. Like, there's somebody out there for everything, but, I hope so, toilet seat. And by the way, again, I'm just saying again, the chat's slow. I don't see the things right away, so I'm not ignoring you guys. We also play mainly PS1 and PS2. I've played Intelligent Cube on here, Legend of Dragoon, whatever crosses my mind, actually. We've also been playing Monster Hunter Wilds. That's the only non-retro game I play, because that's my favorite series ever, and I love Monster Hunter. And it's finally getting the recognition it deserves. Spaghetti. I'm not Italian, so I think that might have been cultural appropriation. We played it briefly about a year ago, Kenny. The only reason I didn't keep playing it was just that. Like, not a lot of people watched, which shocked me because everyone talks about that game like it's the freaking Messiah. And it is a great game. I'm not big on turn-based games myself. I like an action RPG. Excuse me. Or don't. Your decision. I like an action RPG, personally. My favorite new monster is either New Udra or Rampopolo. I love both of them. And yeah, we're gonna play... You know what? Maybe we will try... Well, I don't hate Italian people. I love their food. That's all I really know about them, but yeah. I have no issue with Italian people. I have no issue with any people based on their background. Oh, I actually just got it as I got that second message. My favorite scene in The Sopranos, my favorite character in The Sopranos was always Paulie Walnuts. And my favorite scene was when they were talking about reptiles. Him and Tony are sitting there. We'll see you next time, RTM. Him and Tony are sitting there talking, and he says, you know, snakes reproduce spontaneously. That means that they can impregnate themselves and have babies. No, I'm playing on PS5, but technically, yes, that would make it an emulator. Great name, by the way. And he says, well, that doesn't make any sense. And he says, you know, that's why someone you don't trust you call a snake. How can you trust a guy that could literally go F himself? And that was the funniest exchange in my entire life that I've seen on TV was Paulie and Tony discussing snakes reproducing. Well, it's through the proper term is parthenogenesis, but the scientific term, I should say. Either term will get you where you're going. Where are we going next? I'm only still using the dagger because I'm going to try to status break it. We already got 2 levels, so we may as well. And that'll power up the other weapon a little. I really can't wait to get the cat because attacking those bats with Tone is ridiculous. But yeah, it seems like the TikTok comments come in almost instantly, and the YT comments, that is a huge problem because that's going to wear down my weapon bad. Especially if it does that. Jeez. Well, we have a second weapon we can use to get through this floor if we need. But yeah, like, I was talking about Monster Hunter Wilds a moment ago. I think, like, the variety in that game is by far the coolest thing about the monster list. Because anybody who played the first Monster Hunter game, is that anybody here? Oh, the spider? That guy? Yeah, he's fine. He's pretty calm. In the first Monster Hunter game, all they had was reptiles. God, I hate the bats. It was all wyverns. Yeah, it was all wyverns in the first game. And then some dragons. Monster Hunter 2 added more arthropods. It added crabs. It added monkeys, which aren't arthropods, but you see what I'm saying. And it just really... It really expanded the, really expanded the roster. Yeah, like, I really want a sequel to this game. I was working with some people on a spiritual successor trying to start an indie games company, but it's hard to keep people on board. We start talking about things and they kind of zone out. The one person I was working with has just been busy, though. We still have one person who's been pretty loyal to the cause. Alright, that time we didn't lose half our weapon HP. By the way, the spider's name is Boris, if anybody's wondering. But you couldn't have possibly... I think somebody was just, Aaron Rodgers? I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, there's a spider on my wall. It's a fake spider, but I realize people can't see it, so that was just like a coincidence. But yeah, that's Boris. Somehow I've forgotten how to play this game in the time when I've been streaming other games. Didn't drop anything? Rude. Well, we might be playing Retro Monster Hunter in the near future. I'm thinking about playing the first game, but every time I try to, I can't. It's a really hard game to play these days. Because we have such better versions of it. This is Dark Cloud. Did we get a Dran's Feather here? No. Yeah, a friend of mine's playing Suikoden on live. He plays it a lot. That's RPG Elixir. That's someone else to check out if you like this era of games, but he only does RPGs. I do a lot of RPGs because those were the best games at the time, but we do other things here sometimes. I like variety myself. I tried to play Ace Combat 2 on live a while ago, and I'm surprised by how small the reception was for it. Oh, wait. You know what? We'll wait on the Tramwell till we have better stuff. I'm not even gonna... Oh, he did the fast attack. He did the second fastest attack. Come on. That's not good. That's very bad. Oh, no. Okay, we have 7 weapon HP left. I think we get, yep, 1 for each hit. Don't worry, we're going to switch weapons so y'all don't have to hear that. Wow, this is actually weaker. Okay, maybe we won't be using that weapon. Actually, we probably will, because we could status break the dagger onto it and get it some good attack, and then status break it when it's ready and put it on a better weapon. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. That is what we are going to do. That's pathetic. Odd Gaffer, that's good. The earlier you get the Gaffer, the better, but you also want to wait until you have Pike in your village, because without Pike, his inventory's bigger if Pike is there. Because Pike will help him set up his sign, and right, we got the weak weapon. Now, another great thing about the enhanced mod that I won't have on this version, and we're going to save that, is, it tells you when all the enemies are dead. Well, that went poorly. Getting it on PC, you have to use it. Do you own a copy, Dalton? Tell me you own a copy. Just say, yes, I own a copy. This is for legal reasons. See, I can't confirm whether you do or not, so I can tell you the information once you tell me that. Okay, so what you want to do is get PCSX2. That's an emulator. Hold on, let me get this in the right spot. That's an emulator, and the next thing you want to do is make an ISO copy of your game. Or download an ISO. You can actually download it legally if you own a copy. Again, I can't control what anybody here does. I'm just saying, legally, you gotta own a copy. Anyway, once you have the ISO, you can run it through PCSX. That part's easy. Next thing you want to do is go online and search up Dark Cloud Enhanced. It'll be on GitHub, and there will be instructions there on how to install it. It's real easy. All you gotta do is put some of the stuff in your cheats folder and the rest of the folder on your desktop, and turn on cheats. When you start the game, open up a file. There's a file in the folder you're going to have on your desktop you want to open, and bam, you're good. It's much easier when you're actually doing it. Like, it might sound a little complicated when I'm explaining it, but once you do it, you're going to be like, wow, this is easy. I don't know why that sentence I just said was so funny to me. Alright, alright. What do you need for your house, bud? Now, in the enhanced mod, here's another cool thing. You'll get side quests from some of these guys. Like, he'll give you a side quest to slay 10 dashers or something like that. Those guys we were fighting in the caves. And side quests are absolutely phenomenal. Alright, where's Komacho? There you are. What do you need for your house, guy? We might even be able to finish their house now, which there's really, honestly, no point to it, but may as well while we're here. Oh yeah, we can. When did this originally come out? 2001. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was a launch title for the American PS2. Not for the Japanese PS2, though. There's also things you get in the American version that you don't get in the Japanese version, such as there's an endgame, 100-floor endgame dungeon called the Demon Shaft. And honestly, it's not anything special. We did it on stream just to get it done, and you get a really powerful sword that you're never going to use because you've already finished the game and you can't take it into a new game plus. And at the end, I wasn't even like trying to have fun anymore. I was just clearing the floors as fast as I could. The rest of the game's great, don't get me wrong. The Demon Shaft is just pointless. Alright, let's get more supplies and get back in that dungeon. I'm a big fan, Megan. I have been playing this game since 2001, and I still have fun with it. By the way, it got very cold here. Yesterday it was like 65 degrees, and today it's like 32. And I left the windows open, and I'm having trouble getting the house warmed up. So that's why I'm wearing a blanket today. Oh, wait. Weapon. Repair. Grab another sack of repair powder. Anything else we need to heal up? Yeah, we'll repair this weapon too so we have a backup. Get water. Yeah, they basically threw everything at the wall with this game and it all stuck. Yeah, the robot is not as simple as it looks because a lot of the parts look the same. And since you're facing it, left and right are switched. The thing is, though, if you're watching the robot as you put the parts together, they'll connect if you put them in the right spot. So that's what you want to look for. Like, you'll see them connect to each other. Alright, back to it. Nope. We're gonna fight him last. We've played Dark Cloud 2 here before, and I will probably play it again. We're trying to get the Platinum Trophy on both games, so we will be playing it again. Nope. Not this time, Slappy. Oh! He did the fast attack twice in a row. I've never... He's only doing the fast attack! I have never seen that happen before. Hopefully he gives me the thing. Come on, give me the key. Dang it, we're gonna have to probably fight the statue dog and wreck our weapon up. It's one of my favorites, too. I got it when it first came out. I got it for Christmas and had no idea what it was and didn't know what I was getting myself into. Alright, ABS is full. Do we have anything we can attach? Yup, we do. Oh, no. Stonebreaker. Both Stonebreakers. We need that. The goal right now with the dagger is very simple. We're just trying to get it to level 5 so we can status break it. After that, we'll probably never touch it again. Of course, it's the only weapon you can status break. It is. It's a fantastic game. Oh yeah, I can do Broken Dagger. I'll show you guys the Broken Dagger switch, trick when we get the Gaffer. I'm not going to use it for this run. Yeah, I know Broken Dagger. I'm not going to use it for the actual run, but I'll show you guys how to do it. Just wait until we finish up this floor and I go back out. Now, I know people who have told me they played through the entire first part of the game without getting the Broken Gaffer because they like getting the free stuff from the mayor. That's the most inefficient way you can play this game, trust me. One more. Come on, give me the key, dude. Yeah, it's definitely one of the more underrated games. When I play it on TikTok a lot of the time, people will come in asking what it is, and I'm like, you never heard of this? And no, they haven't, because it makes sense that they haven't, because it wasn't a well-known game. It got great reviews, enough to get a sequel, but it didn't sell well enough to get a third game. That was the unfortunate part. Instead, we got Rogue Galaxy, which was a good game, but it wasn't Dark Cloud 3, so, you know, I didn't care much about it. Because that's what I wanted. Kind of like, you know, you want pizza, and you order a pizza, and they give you a hamburger. It was new. It wasn't well known yet. Yeah, the weapon system is my absolute favorite thing about this series. I like that your leveling up is tied to your weapons rather than the character. That was really novel at the time. It's really a thing. There was drama with level 5, but it was sales that pushed a lot of those decisions. There's always drama though. Mothman is always pleased. I still play it all the time, primarily because people like when I stream it. Bone key. Does anybody remember, I think it was in The Simpsons, there was a game called Bone Storm? Who said hi? Hi, Glitch. Oh, Lord. All we got left is stone enemies. We might have enough power in that other weapon to get us through. We'll check over there first. And I keep forgetting we can run without Dran's Feather by turning the camera. It's not, I don't think it's as fast as Dran's Feather, but you definitely move quicker. Uh-oh. Dark Cloud was only on PS2, and it was only ported to PS4 and 5. Sony holds on to their stuff pretty tight. I don't know that I'd pay $100 for a copy of this game for a remake, because I don't think we should even be paying $70 for video games. They did not need to raise the prices. I know $10 is, like, negligible, but it's a matter of principle. They did not need to raise their prices. They're making enough money. There. Come on, give me the key. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be terrible. Where are we at on this weapon? 13. I think... Yeah, the thing is, Sony owns the rights to it. Okay, we can't. We're gonna break this weapon if we keep going. And they could. Like, Sony's been really cool about putting games on Steam. And the next Xbox is saying it's gonna be like a gaming PC optimized for... Oh, wait, no, we didn't get the thing, did we? Dang it. It's gonna be a gaming PC optimized for a TV set. So it's gonna have Steam and Epic and stuff on it. And since Sony games are on Steam and Epic now, well, some Sony games are on Steam, you might be able to play God of War on the Xbox in the future. To me, I'm against exclusives in general. In fact, I'm against the fact that there's more than one console. We don't need more than one console. All that does is limit access to the games we want. Yeah, no, there's a few games that never came to Steam. And Infamous is one of them. So we gotta actually keep trying this. Oh, we got a doubler. Okay, that's good. Because that seems to be what we need. Yeah, if we're gonna have a one-console world with PC being the only gaming device, they need to lower the price of PCs. The whole reason console exists is just that. Because PCs are expensive. Absolutely. PCs are, like, I'm working on saving for a PC right now, but as I said earlier, I've been working on building this whole thing I'm doing up, so I was making, you know, decent money on it. And I was saving towards a PC, and things were going really well in October through December. So I spent all the money I'd saved up on Christmas presents for my friends and family, and yeah, we're back at square one in the PC fund. And then from January onward, because of the whole thing that happened over there, really I should not have put all my eggs in the TikTok basket, is what I'm saying. Well, here's the thing. If you buy a cheap PC, you're getting, like, less quality. Like, what I'm trying to say is, if you buy a console, it will play any game you put in it. There's not going to be any issues with it. You don't have to worry about upgrading. If you buy a cheap PC, you're getting a lower quality device. That won't do everything you need it to do in some cases. I have a friend, he bought like a $400 gaming PC. He's like, it's the same thing, and he couldn't run half the games he wanted to. Now, don't get me wrong. If you don't care about, like, 4K and stuff, you could get a 3060 and get by on it. But I kind of do. Plus, I need something that has a lot of processing power, because I'm going to be streaming and running games at the same time. Like, if I'm going to upgrade, I'm going to upgrade. I want to be able to run multiple platforms at the same time, which, for all the apps we need, requires a lot of RAM and a lot of processing power. Come on! Dude. Plus, even a cheap, decent PC is probably $700 or $800. I paid $500 for my PS5. No, I'm not going to use the key. I also tend... Really? Another one? They're only giving me the worst weapons. Oh yeah, no, I need... Well, I need for a few things. It's not just for gaming and streaming. I also, like I said before, I'm working on a game. And I need to be able to run those apps too. My current PC does okay with that. I've got a laptop right now. Long story short, I bought a laptop because at the time I bought it, video cards were like inflated to like 3-4 times the price, and I could pay the same price for a 2070 laptop as I could for a 2070 video card. I'm like, okay, get the whole computer, and it has served me well these years. It's served me very well. But it's really time to upgrade. Really, I'm going, because like right now for, I think, less than $2,000, I could go on eBay and buy a used system with a 3090 in it. I'll be fine with that for a long time. 3090 is still a powerful video card. This is Dark Cloud. You can get it on PS4 and 5 if you have one of those. Or you could, you could emulate it, but make sure you own a copy of the game first. I have to say that legally. I can't control what you do. Oh, thank you, merciful Neptune. Let's grab these last chests and then get out of here. Indeed. Personally, I'm a fan of Captain Jack Sparrow, but I cannot abide his behavior legally. Oh yeah, like I've got physical copies of any game I play on here because I'm really afraid of getting hit with copyrights. It's like, especially when I work so hard to monetize TikTok, I don't want to lose that after all this. I hate those bats. I like bats, I love bats, but those bats, until you get Zhao, are really annoying to hit. Oh yeah, me and my brother played this. My brother and I were only 2 years apart. We played this all the time. We still do, actually. I pick it up more than he does, but he still plays it too. Alright, let's get the heck out of here and get some supplies. How's it going, Malachi? Question mark, E. Alright, we need to repair our stuff. This is Dark Cloud. This is Dark Cloud. I don't know why people keep saying said hi. I'm going to tell you guys again over on the YT chat. That chat is slower than the TikTok chat. So, I'm not ignoring you. It's just taking a minute for your message to get to me, because I haven't figured out how to get the settings right to make that not happen yet. Very new to streaming on YT. Okay, I think we have what we need now. So let's, show them how it's done. First of all, let's see if we got any more stuff. I don't think we really did. We have the gaffer. But the thing is, even if we were to get the gaffer's buggy and everything we need right now, we still need... Excuse me. We still need Pike before we can get his full inventory. Yeah. And once we get everybody from over on TikTok to YT, we get my subscribers over. Subscribers as in YT. I'm not asking anybody to subscribe on TikTok. I'm going to be using the purple app. It's going to be YT and the purple app. But right now, I built all of my following over on TikTok, and then that went and fell apart. Thanks to stuff. Alright. Take these guys out, and then we get to do our first duel. Oh, let's not waste any ABS. I think this is already customized. Yep. Well, when leading up to we all know what happened on January 19th on TikTok, right? Or what was going to happen and didn't. We all know what I'm talking about. When I started when that started happening, people started, like, a lot of people from my fan base started moving to other apps. And I started losing more and more, and yeah, it still could, more and more viewership. And that hits you. If you don't get viewership for a while, you get pulled from the algorithm pretty bad. And it just was a long chain of events that I'm just starting to recover from. And we got another month until it might actually happen. So I'm really desperately trying to get people to subscribe on YT. Because that's in my link tree. Super easy. Dang it. Doesn't matter. Unfortunately, you do get a gem if you get that right, but I know the thirst is beginning to reach its limit, but we're gonna leave from this place anyway. And this, my friends, is the only time you get a key item from a chest. The only time. There's no real reason why that's interesting. It just kind of is. Nah, actually, we'll keep going. I think we'll be okay if we do. We have an escape powder just in case. Oh, the back. You can get it on PS4 and 5 if you have one of those. Then there's other ways you can get it, but I can only really abide those ways if you own a physical copy. Legally speaking, I can't control what you do. Alright, yeah, this guy's gonna talk. He's gonna tell me something that I've already done a whole bunch of times. No, never mind. Upgrading weapons. Oh, there you go. So you get PCSX on your computer. You can pop the disc in and play right from that, or break it into an ISO. Or you can download the ISO. If you have a physical copy, you're allowed to back it up. That's within the law. Alright, alright. That's the darkness. So we have to cast Magic Missile. That's not a dated reference. I don't know what is. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I'm playing it on. PS5. It's plugged in because I let my controller die. I really should have charged my headset too. Any minute now, that's going to be like, battery low. Cast Magic Missile on the darkness. This is the first game. No, that's alright. What kind of magic do you have? I don't have any magic yet, actually. Each character has their own weapon. One character uses magic, and that can be a problem when an enemy requires physical attack. She's the only character who doesn't have one. But that's a very rare scenario. They really should have used enemy immunities a lot more in this game than they did. You really... Yep, we're back to doing some Dark Cloud. I figured, what the heck, I don't know what to play today. People love Dark Cloud. I remember the days of demo discs. Did anybody have the Pizza Hut demos? A while ago. Well, I was talking, oh, yeah, I was talking about, I forgot, people can read the backlog in the chat. I was talking about spaghetti, and somebody said something about, because I did this thing, I said spaghetti, and somebody jokingly said that was discrimination. I don't have any problem with the Italian people. They make fantastic food, and their language is just awesome. The Italian language is something I really want to learn, because it's just a cool language. No, I remember having demo discs when I was a kid, and I didn't even ever buy some of the games. I just played the demos over and over again. Yeah, we're really early in the game. If I missed a comment, I apologize. I'm using a different chat app this time, so I can look at all my chats in one place, and unfortunately, it doesn't show me when people send gifts. It doesn't show me when someone follows, and I really like to thank people when that happens. But we're still working out the bugs of the new setup I have. Because we're using OBS now. No BS with OBS. What, the language is stereotypical? I don't see how a language could be stereotypical. Primal? No, never played that. Oh, I wish they had Dark Cloud Pogs. I'd buy those. I wish they still had Pogs in general. Who remembers Pogs? Guys, right now, chat rate is 2, views is 112. 2112! I'm sorry for that. No. You know what? No. I will never apologize for Rush. Neil approves. Oh. Well, I love spaghetti. Who doesn't love spaghetti? And that... I mean, I prefer a linguine, personally. I prefer a linguine to a spaghetti. I like a nice I like a nice hearty pasta. Like angel hair, my mom really likes angel hair, so whenever I have her over and we make pasta, this is Dark Cloud. Whenever I have her over and we make pasta, she wants angel hair, and I'm like, how do you eat that when we have good, hearty spaghetti noodles right here? And I got linguine. I'll check it out. Yeah, I check out most games people mention here. Somebody told me to check out Ni no Kuni, which is this game, but... Which is oh yeah. No, and some people want their pasta super soft, and I don't see the point. You want it to have some kind of bite. Now, I make a fantastic spaghetti. I only got a little wee bit of Italian in me. I think when I had the DNA test done, it was like 60%, 60% Seneca, and like 55% Polish, and then a tiny amount of Italian that came out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm not big. See, I like whatever pasta you like is whatever pasta you like. I like a hearty, thicker pasta. I like it thick. See, I never touched Ni no Kuni because, like, I saw the anime aesthetic, and I figured that, because, put it this way, people wanted me to play Genshin Impact at my old job because they all played it. It was like, not a team building thing, but an unofficial team building thing. And I went and played Genshin Impact, and I hated it from the second I started it because I could not stand the voice acting. The first thing that happens is there's this big fight, and I'm like, okay, it's cheesy, that's fine. And then your like little guide character starts talking, and it made me envy the death. I didn't even know there was an anime for it. I just thought there was like that aesthetic to it. Which I don't mind if it works. Like, it really works in Dark Cloud 2. It works phenomenally in Rogue Galaxy. But Rogue Galaxy had a lot of the tropes. Like, the girl you meet early on... I'll say it. The eye candy. The first thing she does is figure out that you're not who you say you are, and... I'm trying to think of the right way to put this. Like, we see this in a lot of anime where the female characters bend forward when they talk to you, and you know why they're doing it. It's... You know, the writers know their audience. But it's like, does anybody do that in the real world? Does anybody bend forward like this and say, I know who you are? No, people don't do that. And I know it's a cartoon, but it bugs me. Yeah, I don't like freemium games either. I can't stand freemium games. Oh yeah, and I forget about, even when it tells me my thirst has reached its limit, I still forget about it sometimes. They did it way better in, okay, Curse. We can deal with Curse. They did it way better in 2, where it was just a status effect. See, here's the thing. I never use the keys on these chests because the consequences of failing are minimal. And the keys sell for like 400 gilda. It's ridiculous. You may as well just sell the key. But yeah, I know I played a little bit of Rogue Galaxy. I got to the point where the short Danny DeVito looking guy was staring at the girl and she was freaking out. And Steve Blum was there. That got my attention, but... It is a great game. As far as anime goes, I haven't watched anything, like... It was about when Naruto came out that I fell out of it. Because I watched, like, a season of Naruto, and I was like, this isn't Dragon Ball, this isn't Yu Yu Hakusho, this isn't Paranoia Agent, this isn't Cowboy Bebop. Which, obviously, it isn't, because it's a new show. It's a different show, but I didn't like it as much as... Like, I mean, you could call it nostalgia, but you're not going to tell me that Naruto even comes close to comparing to Cowboy Bebop. I mean, come on. Yeah, the explosion chest will go away in Dark Cloud 2, so you always guess explosion. Worst case, you get poison, and best case, you get a chest. Okay, config and assembly. Did we get anything else? We got the buggy, but we don't want to finish it until we get Pike. So, we're going to wait on that. I watched Death Note. It was alright. Yeah, here's the thing, though. There's a suspension of disbelief, Andy. I'm gonna go on a bit of a soapbox here. Y'all know what suspension of disbelief... Have a good one. We'll see you next time, Keith. We all understand the idea of suspension of disbelief, right? Suspension of disbelief means you watch something, it wouldn't happen in the real world, but you can believe that it would happen in that world. That's the best, simplest way I can put it. When it's something that's so wild that in no world would somebody ever do it, and it makes the characters feel like they're not human, that's what damages it. The characters still need to feel human, they just have to feel like humans under different circumstances than we're under. Does this make sense? Okay, cool. Give me 1 second, folks. I will be right back. I just got to run to the restroom real quick. About 3 minutes. Glasses, cleaning cloth. Don't get any crazy ideas. I'm just covering the camera for a second. Just, sorry guys, just had to run to the restroom real quick. We all do it. So let's get back to it. Oh, you missed your opportunity to sneak in and build my village while I'm gone. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z, it's the anime. I've seen these lists of what they call like the big four of anime, and it's like Dragon Ball, okay, that makes sense. Bleach, which is just Yu Yu Hakusho, but not as good. What's it called with the pirates and the stretchy guy? One Piece, which is... Why are there 1,500 episodes of this show? You gotta know when to end it. And I don't remember what the other one was. Oh, Naruto. And I was never... I don't hate Naruto, but I was never a fan. I couldn't really... The GOAT, my friend, is Yu Yu Hakusho. If GOAT stands for greatest of all time, I believe that's what it stands for. Dragon Ball was good in different ways than Dragon Ball Z. I like them both. No, I'm still gonna wonder. Yeah, oh great, I forgot to drink my water. Oh well, we'll see if we can find a thing. No, I'm just always gonna wonder why there's 1,500 episodes of the show. It's like The Simpsons. It's like all good things must come to an end eventually. Inuyasha has the same problem. I'm not just picking on them. Inuyasha was how many episodes? Dark Cloud's fantastic. It's one of my favorite games, if you can't tell by the fact that I'm playing it. No, target the bat, you fool. Oh, dang it. Okay. I hate those bats. Yeah, that is... What do you call it? Hyperbole. But still, a quadruple-digit number of episodes is a bit much. You know what? I gotta find out now how many episodes of One Piece there are. I don't know how these animators keep making it either. $1,112 episodes. Which, you know, if it had 1,000 more episodes, it would be 2112, and Neil over here would be happy. Well, I stream a lot of things. I'll go over a short list in just a second. Let me just take this guy out. I do the Tony Hawk games quite a lot. We're going to do Legend of Dragoon soon. Honestly... Yep, 1,112. Honestly, anything that was good on the PS1 and PS2, and in that era, so Nintendo 64, GameCube, soon we will be, Lolang. It's just a matter of getting people over from TikTok before I do that. I might have misread the number, but anyway, I'm trying right now really bad to get at least a good portion of my followers from TikTok over to YT, because I really want to get off this app. They've been screwing me over left and right. Legaia. I read Zelda for some reason. Legaia has been suggested, and I will play it eventually. I need to get a copy, though, because you could call it paranoia, but I'm not going to play any game that I don't own a copy of because I'm afraid of getting copyright strikes. They'd have no way of knowing, but I'd rather be careful. What level? Okay, so this is going to be ready to, let's throw that on there and more endurance on there. This is Dark Cloud. I have to ask, guys, when it says said hi, is that like a function or an emoji or something? Because a lot of people come in and it says their name and then said hi. I don't know YT that well. I just started here. I've been mostly streaming on TikTok, so forgive me for being a little new to it. I wonder if it's just like the wave emoji and it just on my end shows... Oh, okay, so it's probably the wave emoji and it shows up on my end as said hi. But yeah, no, we play a lot of games and mostly stuff from PS1 and PS2 era. We're breaking into Xbox 360. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, cool. And thank you for the information, Pumpkin Ted. Now I'm less confused. Yeah, don't worry, Lolang. We're coming over here as fast as we can, and we're always going to be dual streaming here. I'm trying to get off of TikTok because they've been screwing me over a lot lately. Alright, let's upgrade. Now we're going to status break. And we're actually going to... Thankfully, we got the base lard because the chopper... or the kitchen knife is a terrible weapon. Now watch what this does. Our attack, up by 6 points. What do we need to build this up, though? All of these, of course. Thunder and ghosts. All of these, thunder and plant. We don't have either. So we'll just throw some more wind on there just for the heck of it. Okay, so that's what the wave looks like. It's much appreciated, Ted. We're really trying to build up the YT side of this. My viewership over on TikTok is a lot higher because I've been there longer, but... Oh! I promised you guys I'd show you the broken dagger. That doesn't do nearly as much damage as the dagger did. That's strange. I'll show you guys the broken dagger glitch when we finish this floor. Oh, we're loading. I'll tell you guys something else about myself, is that I have trouble speaking emoji. Like, if somebody gives me an emoji face, I don't always know what to make of it. Partially because of bad vision, and partially because I grew up in the 90s and I'm just not initiated. Okay, you know what? No. It's a great game. You can play it on the PS4 and 5. If you... I don't know, you might already have a copy in a PS2. I had a PS2, but it got wrecked when I was moving. Which is sad, because I had it for... No, I didn't have it for a lot of years. I bought a new one because the old one broke. Okay, we don't have the resources to fight all these guys. But that's okay, because we have the key, and all we have to do is clear the chests and get out of here. Dark Cloud is not on Xbox. Unfortunately, it was only ever on the PS2. And you can only get it on Sony consoles. But if you own a copy... Yeah, people send that one a lot. And I can never... Here's the thing. I know that people send it when they're laughing, but... I've seen people send the skull emoji when they're laughing at something, both genuinely and ironically. And I can never tell which it is. And I tend to just ignore emoji because of it, because I just get frustrated. You know what? I'm getting off this floor because these guys are getting on my nerves. Yeah, like, sometimes people just throw them randomly into sentences, and I'm not convinced they're meant to mean anything. Like, If I see a smiley face, obviously I can suss out what that means. My YT handle is SaveAwesomeMatt. That's at SaveAwesomeMatt. It's also in my link tree if that's easier. Like, oh my god, one of my least favorite things people do these days is when they find something funny and they say, I'm screaming, but they have a perfectly deadpan face. It's like, no, you're not. You're not even laughing. They'll be like, I am screaming. Alright, I'll show you guys that broken dagger glitch. I promised I would and I forgot him. Oh, no, I can't. Not until I have... I'm sorry, I can't until we have, And that means something... Yeah, I don't know. I just don't speak emoji, that's why. We don't have Pike, though. That's the problem. Alright, we're gonna see if we can find Pike real quick, because I really don't want to set up his, No, I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. I don't think the writing's very good. That's just my opinion. We don't need to fight about it. So we have Paige's house, and I think Pike lives here, so we're gonna go and see if we can find him. Oh yeah, it's been a minute since we played Dark Cloud as well, because, Oh, right, no, go to the mayor first, get your stuff. If we don't get Pike on the next floor, I'll just eschew those extra items and not worry about it. Alright. Repair. No. Yes. Oh. It's already up to date. Okay. So he gave me my stuff. Kirk, how's it going? We started a new game because we're trying to get... Well, we actually don't really need to start a new game to get the rest of the trophies we need, but... We started a new game for the heck of it. Yeah, see, there's like 40,000 emoji, and it shouldn't be a mystery that I don't understand what they all mean. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say I love war. I've seen people's actions say that, but I've never heard anybody say it out loud. I think that's what they call saying the quiet part out loud. Yeah, limited zones. Now here's the thing. Yeah, for me, I just don't know why people don't just use regular words, but, you know, I can't tell people how to live their lives. I can, but they don't have to listen. It's definitely appreciated, because I'm trying to build up here on YT. Oh yeah, Kanye. I don't even know what to say about him at this point. Other than, like, WTF, man. WTF. See, you can see I'm from the 90s. No, we still have our save files. I don't scrap anything. I'm a digital hoarder. Okay, so we're definitely switching to the Chris knife instead of the Bazelard. But we will status break it later. Dude, stop blocking. Dude! I hate enemies that block in this game. That is like the most irritating... No. That's a lie. The most irritating thing in this game is the enemies that jump backwards constantly. What the heck? Why is this weapon... Oh, because it's not the right weapon. Okay, so we screwed up. We can't switch weapons. Oh, no problem. We play this game fairly often, Mr. Nimbus. We're probably going to be playing it again tomorrow. I've actually never played Ace Attorney, which surprises a lot of people when I say that. Yeah, give me just a minute, Force Sheep. We're gonna, as soon as we finish this floor, I'm gonna show you guys how to do Broken Dagger. I'm not gonna use it, but I'll show you how to do it. Yeah, well, the thing about the chests is... Oh, we got two on the same floor. Let's see what we get. Always pick poison, because the other two things are harmless. In Dark Cloud 2, you want to pick explosion. That is useless. You want to pick explosion in Dark Cloud 2, because if the chest explodes, you lose all the items. But right now, we have the dagger out, so we have to leave the room anyway, because it's going to take us forever to get through this floor with just that dagger. So we're going to grab all our stuff, and then we're going to get the heck out of here and come back. What, Dark Cloud's not as popular as it deserves to be? It never has been. This is a series that just took everything and threw it at the wall and it all stuck, which is extremely rare. Like, because a lot of games have tried to throw everything into a game. The only other one I can think of that it kind of worked in was Nier Automata Tomato. Near the Tomatoes, that's it. But, like, it's funny, because when I first saw that game, I didn't know about its history with Drakengard and stuff. So Nier Automata Tomato, Nier All Tomatoes, that's it, Nier All the Tomatoes, to me, looked like it was just an eye candy game, honestly. And I judged it too harshly, because it's a cool game. Not that I have an issue with that. I mean, you know, game designers should make what they consider to be art, but... Oh, crap. Oh, we can get rid of Curse. No, we're not going to, because we're leaving the dungeon anyway. Yeah, I really like Nier Automata. I'll call it by its proper name now that I'm saying it. Nier Automata. I really liked it. The gameplay was interesting. The flight sections added some variety. It was an interesting, cool game. But when I didn't know anything about it when I saw the commercials, I'm like, I can tell what this is. No, they don't call it eye candy anymore. What do the kids call it now? A Gooner game? They call it a Gooner? As far as Skyrim goes, I just want a new Elder Scrolls game. Well, I don't anymore. I'm not going to buy it if it comes out. Because, like, I've kind of lost interest. They've been milking Skyrim for... Let's see, I was in college I got 2 college degrees in the time between Skyrim and Elder Scrolls 6. That should tell you something. I got a degree in information technology, and then a degree in psychology. Both of which were useless, by the way, but I'm just making a point. Nice find. Nice find. So yeah, in the time it took me to get 2 college degrees, Bethesda still has not given us another Elder Scrolls game. Heck, maybe I'll go for a degree in something else to see if it comes out before that. Well, the thing is, they know that the fans are going to keep making mods. What do I do with those degrees? At the moment, nothing. I was a crisis counselor for a couple of years, but that got really, really stressful. Computer science, no. Information system security, also no, but closer to it. Computer science, if you could get in the right field, it's still worth it. But information system security is tougher to break into, I've found. But yeah, no, with those degrees, I was a security guy for a company for a while. I'm still under an NDA to say what they were doing. And, God, what was the other thing? With psychology, I went on to be a crisis counselor, and I got really, really burned out on it, and then I got laid off anyway. And never called back, so now we're doing this. I'm trying to make this a viable way of making money, and it was for a while, but after the whole TikTok banana situation, it kind of got cooked a little bit. But yeah, no, I wasn't in computer science. I was in information system security. And most of my knowledge is outdated at this point anyway. I still do computer repairs for people, though, sometimes for a little extra money. Used to be, like, back in, like, 2008, people would pay me to speed up. They'd pay me $50 to speed up their computers, and... Oh, come on! It was, like, 5 minutes of work. My point is, with most jobs, what other people don't know is what will get you paid, not what you know. Not necessarily what you know, I should say. Just remember that. What other people don't know is what gets you paid. It's kind of like, you know, when the mechanic taps on your car, and he's like, okay, so the problem was all you had to do was this. It was. It seems like computers aren't breaking the way they used to, though. Not anymore. A lot of my certifications are retired. And again, a lot of my knowledge is outdated. I could go back and take a refresher course. But the reason I went into psychology is because, I hate to put it this way, IT is freaking boring. Like, 2 years into doing that job, I was like, I want to start a punk band and just quit everything. I want to start a punk band and put all of my eggs in that basket. And thankfully, I didn't do that. I went back to school, but genuinely, I do not want to go back to information technology. Now, something in the psych field, I probably would. Oh, thank you, Pike. So now we can set up the gaffer. I've done a lot of things. Like, I could go over the list of jobs. Why don't we do that? Before I show you the Broken Dagger, I'll tell you all the jobs I've had over the years. I actually had a certificate for graphic design. I was doing logos and stuff for about 2 years. Didn't like that, moved on into information technology, did that for 2 years and hated it. Worked in insurance for a couple of years. Never do that. So then I went back to school to get into psychology, and I did, like I said, I was a crisis counselor for a while, and that was burning me out, and I got laid off. Then I went back to work part-time as a cashier just to make a little extra money while I worked with my my nest egg. Yeah, I'm in the U.S. And then I realized, you know, well, there's a story at the cashier job too. My boss called me the R word, so long story short, she works for minimum wage now, but that's when I quit, and I'm like, I have this nest egg, I could start something, and that's what I'm doing here. I still have the nest egg, it's starting to run out, but things are trending in the right direction. So, in short, I want to entertain people. I wish to entertain. That's what I want my job to be. That's what I always wanted my job to be. I just never assumed it would be... Oh, no. Wrong house. He needs a sign and his stuff. Yeah. No, well, I could probably speedrun Dark Cloud. There are cheap ways to do it. Like, you can use glitches to speedrun Dark Cloud and beat it in like 15 minutes. I wouldn't want to do that. Okay, so where is he? Talk to him. God, my allergies are awful today. My throat's dry. Yeah, and not even that. In the gameplay and the weapon building, like, this is why I'm not going to use the Broken Dagger. I'm going to show you guys how to do the Broken Dagger glitch and what it does, but I'm not going to use it. Alright, so now we have a store. Let's talk Broken Dagger. You got to make sure you have your dagger equipped. Go over to your attachments. Have an empty spot open here next to this one. Sometimes it works. Oh, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. There, nope, that's not what I wanted. And you're going to hit right and X at the exact same time. Sometimes you got to close them out and reopen them to make it work. And for some reason, sometimes it only works if you're on this inventory screen. Why isn't it working? That's odd. I know I'm doing it right. I must have done it about 400 times. Yeah, there, no, didn't work. Why isn't this working? That is so weird. There it is. Well, that's not it. Sometimes this happens, and you get a blank spot in your inventory you can't get rid of. But you can see the invisible item. That means we at least got the button pressing right. Why is this not working? Okay, let's try going back in the dungeon. We're trying to do the Broken Dagger glitch, but for some reason it just isn't working. Like, I know I'm doing it right. I've done it before. Oh well, let's come back to that. We'll do another floor, because sometimes, for whatever reason, it works if I kind of reset. feel like I missed a step, though. Yeah. So, yeah. Long story short, everything I just talked about. Trying to build up an entertainment career here because nothing's worked so far. And what I actually like doing is entertaining people. I wanted to be a musician for a while, but I can never keep a band together. I kind of have a creative control problem. That's why what I do solo. Or with people who want to collaborate with me and just let me, you know, be the guy. Oh, dang it. Good thing we saved the soap. That would be cool. That's a great idea, actually. I could probably 3D print something for it. Did I not refill my supplies? God dang. I am not doing a good job today. Well, let's see if we can finish up the floor anyway. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, I have the wrong weapon out, too. Again, why? What is going on with me today? Belly flop. I keep forgetting he can hit you after you take him out. Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, ABS is reduced on this floor, but like my main weapons don't actually... I was trying to use the Chris knife because that doesn't have any ABS at all, so it wouldn't make a difference. Okay. Let's see if we can do it now. We have the dagger equipped. This is our attachment screen. Did they somehow disable it? That is so weird that it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. As far as I know, I'm doing everything right. Oh, it's definitely appreciated, Dylan. Again, I apologize if anybody has sent gifts. I'm using a different chat app, and it's not showing me, but it is appreciated, and all the new follows are appreciated. Any contribution is greatly appreciated, guys, because we're trying to build this back up. Maybe if we have a different weapon equipped, I don't know why that would make a difference, but... maybe if we're lower on the list. See, it's giving me this one. It's giving me the blank slot. Oh yeah, we play it all the time. We love Dark Cloud. I did scroll down to the lowest. Oh, you mean the lowest on the other side? Okay, we'll try it, but... let's see if we can make it work. Alright, lowest. Yeah, it still ain't working. I don't know why it isn't working. I've done this a million times on stream, too. Just the day I decide to show people, it decides it's not going to work. See, what it's giving me is that. It's giving me the blank item. Oh, well. Oh, we don't have money. Oh, we got a Dran's Feather. Thank you, God. And see, if you mess it up, you get these blank item spaces. Which you can't get rid of in any way. Alright, we're gonna get one of these. Couple of waters. A spare of these. One of these. Then I think we're in okay shape. And some healing items. The second slot from the left. Now you go to the bottom here, and you hit right, and we'll try it. Well, let's do another floor of the dungeon and see if it'll work when we get out. Because sometimes in the past that has worked. But I know you don't have to just do it at the you don't have to just do it at the Gaffer either. It works at other ones. It was a fantastic game. It still is. Oh no. Dang it, I did it again. Forgot to swap my weapon. We're having a bit of an ordeal here. Oh, Cthulhu's here. I haven't quite gotten to spreading chaos. Well, I haven't quite gotten to the destruction of humanity, but the chaos part, I'm doing my part. Now, make sure we have the right weapon equipped. No. Skinny bop. Someone said bop, and that song immediately popped into my head. My apologies. How's the weather out there? Gloomy. Excuse me. Or don't. Your decision. I'm not sorry. Alright. Now let's, we're gonna reduce ABS, but as you can see, the weapon is at 0 ABS, so we're good. Alright, now we're in good shape. And we have holies. That is utterly fantastic. Let's get the heck out of here. I like both games. I think the second one is objectively better, but the first one is the one I grew up with. I remember demo discs. I remember... I could be like the old man yelling at clouds, talking about demo discs, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so now we're going to get our cat. I didn't enjoy 2 as much at first. It had to grow on me. Ugh. Okay, let's see if I can get the excellent. This is my favorite music in the game, by the way. Just so, like, dark and mysterious. Alright, come on, Kmart Sephiroth. We get it. Kefirov, if you will. Originally, he was supposed to be part of the playable cast, and he was supposed to be able to use magic and melee. Which actually went over to the second game, as most of you already know, but they couldn't implement it properly, so you ended up getting Osmond instead. Any way I can help to relieve stress, I will. And if Dark Cloud relieves stress, that just means you got good taste. Yeah. The story got real crazy in the end. I didn't even know the story until I started streaming it, because most of the time we just did what I'm doing now. But when we streamed it, I actually sat and listened. Alright, so now we can get our second cast member. I'm just gonna run off and turn into a ball over here. Yeah, I don't think you can. You can get the Chronicle 2 at the end of the Demon Shaft, but it's literally pointless. Oh, it's a great game. We play it quite often here. Dark Cloud 2, alright, we have to leave this way. The music's fantastic. The story's pretty cool. It's the weapon building for me. That's what gets me. So now we got to build our house. Where is it? Here we go. My house. In the middle of the street. That's a really dangerous place to have a house. Yup. Zhao. So we had our people. Now we gotta talk to the mom. She's around here somewhere. Brit. She's probably inside. Oh, it's Dark Cloud. So we have what we need to put in the house. that's neither thing. Oh, box. No, that's his. Oh, storage. Upstairs storage. Okay, now we can... It's a great game. We're going to be playing it all week and next week, too. So, feel free. Make sure you follow. We typically stream around 3 p.m. these days. That's Eastern time. I'm trying to work the evening streams back in. Life's just been kind of busy lately. We're also trying to move over to YT eventually, so... Oh, wait, no. Dang it. Well, it doesn't matter, because you guys get... The chat gets to pick the name. Whoever comes up with the funniest name as decided by me, that's what we're going to name it. So, give me your best. What's the funniest name you can come up with for this character? Danger Lolly. I have a very simple sense of humor. So, for whoever comes up with, like, the goofiest one is probably the one I'm going to go with. Fair warning. Bob Jeffrey! I don't even know if that's gonna fit. Yep, Dark Cloud. Guys, I gotta go with Bob Jeffrey because it made me laugh on a visceral level. I don't know if it's gonna fit, but... Oh! You can get this on the PS4 for like 15 bucks. Yeah, whenever we do the pick the names, guys, I pick the one that makes me laugh first. I feel that's the fairest way to do it. All right, let's go see our cat friend, and we have our next member of our 6-person team that really only needed to be 2 people. Give her the liquor. Guys, in real life, don't give your cat a strange drink, please. The localization team, I'm just kind of skipping through a lot of this. The localization team really felt that this was the most American thing they could do. I'm like totally a human. Nobody ever talked like that. For those of you outside of the US, I grew up in the 90s and I've never heard anybody talk like that. Only in TV shows. Elgato. Like this, like the streaming software? Yeah, it would be upsetting because then, you know, if you're human, you have to pay taxes. You have to make money. Your allergies act up. Can cats have... Yeah, cats can have allergies. I had a cat with allergies once. Alright, we're going to do another floor here. Yep, Dark Cloud. That's our game for the next week or so. Lately, the streams have been at 3 p.m. Eastern for anybody who wants to continue watching when we're done here. We're also streaming on YT, so if you miss it, it's automatically uploading to my YT page. You can subscribe through my link tree or just look for Save Awesome Matt. So if you want to keep up with the whole journey, it's going to be over there. Jamoke is a word. I don't know what it means, but I like it. I've heard it before. I think it actually came from Scrubs. Because, I remember an episode where Dr... What's his name? The mean guy. Cox. Dr. Cox. He said, I'm sick of these smokers and jamokers. And he's like, I don't even know what that means. He says, I meant to say jokers, but we'll stick with it. It's a good word. Because, like, I guess he was eating and he coughed when he said jokers. So what came out was jamokers. Actually, fun story about me. The way I speak in the real world is heavily informed by Dr. Cox from Scrubs. One of the things my friends know as one of my catchphrases is "that'll happen," and that's where it came from. Oh, not this time. They're talking about bringing Scrubs back. I don't know if anybody heard about that. We already saw what happened when they bring Scrubs back after a cancellation, though, so I'm extremely wary about this. They bring in a much less likable cast. And they have, like, the real characters in it for, like, one episode. Oh, dang it. We'll see you next time, Lolang. Yeah, yeah. The first time I heard it was on Scrubs, but I believe you. That was Dr. Percival Cox. Percival Ulysses Cox. It's all coming back to me. Oh yeah, I'm super excited for the King of the Hill comeback. From what I heard, because Johnny Hardwick passed away, they're going to be taking, from what I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, they're going to be taking Dale out of the show. He's going to be dead. Which I thought of a much better way to handle that. What they could have done was give Dale one of those smokers things they get when they get a tracheotomy and just have someone do his voice in the voice box. And then, no, you run a joke, though. It's not just, he didn't lose it to smoking. That's what you're going to assume. And then, like, the final episode of the season, what they'd say is, somebody's going to say, how can you still smoke when you lost your voice boxes? I didn't lose it to smoking. It was a shooting accident. See? That's funny. At least I think it is. But I get it. They don't want to replace Johnny Hardwick. He's actually... like, he's not just part of the cast. They were really, really good friends, and I get not wanting to have his character continue, so I'm not going to complain about it. Yep, Luann's been written out of the show, too, definitely, because her actor's gone. And her husband, Lucky, his actor's, Tom Petty, died, too. Like, God, so many of the people from that show are dead. And Tom Petty was a very sad day. He's one of my favorite musicians. This is Dark Cloud. We're gonna play Star Ocean eventually because people have been requesting it, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Oh yeah, Tom Petty is, again, one of my favorite musicians. Still is. I don't care if he's dead. He's still one of my favorite musicians. Oh, we do. And I won't back down from that. You know, because that was a Tom Petty song. Well, Heartbreakers. However, I am looking forward to the King of the Hill revival very, very much. I grew up on Dark Cloud 1. I didn't play Dark Cloud 2 until a few years ago. And I like it. I like it a lot, don't get me wrong. I just never played it when I was a kid. My mom kept saying, you already have this game. And I'm like, no, this is the sequel. You got beat up. That's unfortunate. Fox, oh, Fox, how you doing? Yeah, things have been good. We had a big dip in progress with TikTok, unfortunately, over the last few months, but we're trying to open up other platforms. We're trying to kind of stop the ship from sinking. Oh, yeah, no problem. I'll tell you this. You just came in late. I'm going to probably be getting off soon, but over on my YT, the entire stream will be up there, so if you want to catch up, you can watch there. If you need something to fall asleep to, and we got a lot of gameplay of classic games there. No, we almost got unfortunated there. And that is a word I'm using from now on, and I completely forgot I had this. That's a word I'm going to use from now on. I almost got unfortunated. So unfortunately, I do have to take care of some stuff with my landlord today, so I can't be on for too horribly long. Alright, y'all. I am actually going to have to call it for the day because it is now 4:30, and at 5 o'clock I got to meet with the landlord about some insurance stuff. But Oh yeah, it's nothing bad. It's just getting some stuff repaired and hopefully being able to put it on the renter's insurance. But yeah, if you guys want to watch the stream, it's over up on YT. It should be up in a few minutes. If you're just coming in and you want to see the rest of it, we also do stream on YT, so make sure you're subscribed because we're going to be moving over there.